What's up, everybody? Welcome back to number 19 of New This Week. Today we're going to be talking about Dro Kenji, Rich the Kid, Skory, and Bernard Jabs released a deluxe to his album Stanley. So with all this being said, guys, we're just going to hop on into it. Thank you for all the support on the channel, and we're going to start with Dro Kenji. He released another single, or I guess edition, not really a deluxe, but just another add-on to his album F Your Feelings. If you don't know, he released two singles, Cross and Since December, exclusively on SoundCloud. Well, now both of these singles are on DSPs under the album F Your Feelings. Now, both of these songs are pretty good in my opinion. I'm only going to be talking about Since December mainly in this video. I do want to mention that I think Cross is the better one out of the two, and I think Cross is a perfect fit for the album, and it should have been on the original track list to begin with. But regardless, there might have been something with samples or the beats with both of these tracks, and that's the reason they weren't originally released. But looking at Since December, this is definitely one of the weaker tracks on this project in my opinion. I don't really come back to it a lot, and when it did release on SoundCloud, I listened to it as well, but I'm just not a huge fan of this track personally. Not that I'm not a fan of Dro Kenji. I'm actually working on a Dro Kenji documentary. This will be the next documentary that you guys see on this channel. Hopefully we'll be releasing sometime mid to late August, but regardless, this song is a little bit weaker in my opinion, but it's definitely not terrible. Now, moving on to Bernard Jabs, like I said, he released his deluxe to his album Stanley. This album released earlier in the summer, and the reason I didn't talk about it on this series is because that was during my break. So since I haven't given my actual thoughts on the album, regardless, I don't think that this album is that good in my opinion. There's a few songs on here that I really do like Rear View. I'm a fan of Rebirth. There's a few songs on here that I am a fan of, and some of the punk stuff that Bernard does is something that is my favorite type of sound or genre from him. But on this deluxe, it doesn't really bring a lot of anything in my opinion. I'm not really a fan of any of the songs on here besides My Name, which has like a more rage modern type production and beat behind it. Other than that though, I'm not really a huge fan. What I'm gonna do is a song that features Melly, and honestly I'm kind of disappointed in what was on this deluxe, but I'm gonna keep waiting and see what Bernard keeps releasing because I am still a fan of him and I'm excited to see what he has releasing in the future. Now moving on to Skory. If you guys don't know who Skory is, he had a couple songs that kind of started to pick up some traction. I would say some of his biggest songs are probably Love Letter and Moods, or maybe even Rock and Roll, but he was also featured on Polo G's third studio album, Hall of Fame, on Broken Guitars, and I think Skory did a great job utilizing this feature, and hopefully he brought some new listeners to his page. But regardless, looking at this little tape that he released, Guardian Angel, my two favorite songs off this project are definitely Guardian Angel or Love Letter. I think that if you're a fan of Polo G, you will definitely be a fan of Skory, so make sure to check this out. And then lastly, Rich the Kid released another single, Prada. I don't know if you guys listen to Rich the Kid that much. I don't. The only reason he's really in here is just because not a lot of artists dropped this last Friday, but for this single specifically, I'm not really a big fan of it. Rich doesn't really add anything too new on this single, and he doesn't really like to go outside the box a lot and try a lot of new things, which I think that shows in his performance and his sales. But regardless, yeah, the new song Prada just isn't it for me. But that's all for this episode of New This Week. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Next week, I know we have Tekka releasing a track with Gunna, and then other than that, I'm not quite sure exactly what's releasing. I guess we'll find something, and yeah, just make sure, guys, if you enjoyed, to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the way to 3,000 subscribers, so if you are new here, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the main channel if you're new here. With all this being said, we will see you guys in the next video.